To check your toilet for leaks, you're going to need just regular food coloring. I'm going to be using these leak detector dye tabs that come in your indoor kit that you can request for free from us. To check for leaks, you're going to go to the tank of your toilet and open up the back. You're going to put a couple of drops of the food coloring or one of the leak detector tablets and just drop it in the tank. You're going to wait 10 minutes and make sure not to flush your toilet during that time. It's now been 10 minutes. You're going to want to lift the lid and check the bowl of the toilet. If you have dye in your bowl like this toilet, that means you have a leak. Now go ahead and flush your toilet to get rid of all the dye so it doesn't stain your bowl. You may have to flush the toilet several times to get rid of all the dye from the tank, like this one. The first step in replacing the flapper is to turn the water off that leads into the toilet to be able to drain the water from the tank. To turn the water off, you're going to turn the knob clockwise all the way until it stops turning. Now that the water is turned off from the wall, you're going to give the toilet one more flush to drain all of the water in the tank. Before you go to the store to buy a new flapper, go ahead and take this old flapper off and take it with you, and that way you can make sure that you have the right size flapper. A new flapper costs in the range of $5 to $10. The first step to actually replacing the flapper is to remove the chain from the arm inside of the toilet. Then the flapper usually just pops off from the side on each side. And now the flapper's off. To install the new flapper, you do exactly the opposite as you did to remove the old flapper. Place it on the outside, snaps right on, and then hook the chain up. You may have to adjust the location of the chain after a couple of trial flushes. After you replace the flapper, you want to turn the water back on to the tank. Then you want to do your leak test one more time just to make sure that you've got a good seal on the flapper. And that was indeed the problem. After the tank is completely filled, you're going to want to do one more leak test. Remember, drop in one leak detector tablet or a couple of drops of food coloring in your tank, wait 10 minutes without flushing the toilet, and then check the bowl for dye. 10 minutes have passed. Let's check our bowl. Looks like the flapper was the problem and we fixed the leak. If you did have dye in the bowl, check the seal on the flapper and make sure you've got a good tight seal. You might have to adjust that chain a couple of times. If you do have a good seal on the flapper may not be the problem. You might want to consult a licensed plumber to figure out what's wrong.